Morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Sergio Furlione. Welcome to the Cocklebur Morning Show. And joining me, as always, is the lovely Cassidy Davis.
Yes, and I'm happy to be joining you again. You know, honestly, I was a little worried after last time. I'm glad we're still on the air.
Worried about what?
Were you here? The last show.
I'm the host. Of course I was here.
Well, then surely you remember that we had no guest.
Oh,
This is
yeah.
a talk show. We're supposed to talk.
Understand.
We're talking to ourselves.
Understand.
It was embarrassing.
Ladies and
It was
gentlemen,
horrible.
what Cassidy is talking about is that last week we had a little bit of a snafu and our guest didn't show up.
A little snafu.
I thought we did fine. We did good.
We
I
did
thought
what
we
we
filled
had
the
to do.
time and
Yes.
it was a great show, and then the 4 people in the audience loved
They
it.
really stuck with us. Yeah. But it was a little traumatic, and I'm thankful to be here. So.
I think we should just move on because we really have a great show today.
And a guest.
We do. We have a guest.
A real guest.
I promise we have a real guest.
A real alive guest.
Breathing, walking, talking, the whole 9 yards.
Talking would be good.
Should.
A little bit.
Here, just a sec. There you go.
Okay. Are you serious?
What?
This is correct?
That's
There's like, this is the one.
it. That's it. That's kind of last minute. It's all I could get.
Okay.
After last week, we really needed
It's
somebody.
an alive person.
It is.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I introduce you from Sweet Swine County in the town of Corn Row. It's Ronnie P Silage.
Welcome, Ronnie. Welcome. It
Welcome,
is. I am so glad that you are here this week. It's a pleasure.
It's
really
great to be here. It's great to be here.
I
yes.
bet it is.
So anyway,
Ronnie, why don't you tell us? I heard through the grapevine that you have, like everybody else in Sweet Swine County, a new book coming out.
oh well, not just one. Oh no, not
boy.
just one. I got 2. Yes, sir. I got
boy.
2. I got Poems I Wrote, which has the famous bee poem in it.
Will you do the bee poem? I love the bee poem.
Well, okay.
Well,
I mean, I have
and what-
reservations, but I want to hear the bee poem.
What's
Sir,
the other
give a
book?
Shush. I want to hear the bee poem.
Okay, it's in Poems I Wrote. Okay, that's the first book. Second book
Ronnie,
is
gotta get
more
this to me.
poems I wrote, and I've got the
like
I've
government
got
gum
some
for crying
I've got
out
the
loud. We
Ode
get
to
2 of them.
Prairie Ann in this one.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, it's dynamite. Okay, here we go. You want the bee poem? That's
I
your
want the bee
favorite?
poem.
Okay,
Yes,
okay,
you
okay.
want the bee
Here we
poem.
go.
Okay.
This is everybody's favorite. You know, I got this poem when I was weed whacking along on Ella's lane.
Yeah.
And all
Her
of a
leg?
sudden- her lane.
Lane.
Yeah,
Lane.
you know, or driveway. And so anyway, I'm going along there, and all of a sudden, I hit the swarm of bees. And I get stung here, and I get stung there.
Oh,
but
my God.
it inspired this poem. Everybody's favorite Ronnie P Silage poem.
Can we hear it?
Yes, the bee poem.
The bee poem. Okay.
Oh, bee, when you stung me, I realized how hurtful the world can be. People love that poem. People love it. It's in that book right there.
See
That
it?
book.
Aren't
And
you glad?
the Ode to Prairie
I am so
Ann's
glad
in
we
this
heard
book.
that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Ronnie,
Ron-
I have
Ronnie,
to ask.
Ronnie,
I have
right?
to ask. Now you brought up Prairie Ann. I have heard that maybe the books are just kind of like an elaborate love letter to Prairie Ann. Now, is that true?
Well, you know, every great artist has his muse. I mean, think Keats, think Yeats, think Elvis and Priscilla, okay? And so,
Elvis
you
and
know,
Priscilla.
Prairie Ann has always been my inspiration, and she inspired every page in these 2 books.
If I read these 2 books, what am I going to learn?
But the learning opportunities in these books are endless. I'm telling you, I like to think of them as a guide to life, how to live a life as Ronnie P Silage would.
To get them
Ronnie?
both.
Everybody.
Ronnie, I hate to interrupt, but there's only like 2 poems in each one of these books, and the rest are kind of like doodles.
Yeah, I'm a multifaceted artist.
It's like a manuscript.
Are you insulting my artistic sensibility
Oh, no.
of the poet lariat from the great institution Purdue University. Are you insulting me?
I would never do that because I'm just glad you're here.
This is a talk
I
show,
am-
and
I am-
we don't try to insult people on
I
the
am
talk
just
show.
glad he's here. I like to have the guests here.
All right.
I know.
Thank you.
Thank
I'm so
you.
sorry.
Thank you.
Well, maybe you could tell us, Ronnie, a little bit about. I noticed you have a couple of shows on KLUK TV, the
yes.
Ronnie Stinger Show and the Wheel of Travel
Yes,
show.
Wheel of Travel.
And our audience may not know, but I've heard they're really not doing that well.
Oh, well, that's some pretty strong language. Now we've had a few problems, yes.
As
yes.
we have on this show, we know what those problems are like.
We've had legal problems, and we've had angry guests, and we've had angry writers, and the set fell apart one day, and then when we started the pilot for the Wheel of Travel, my co-host shows up pregnant.
Can't she be
How pregnant?
What?
Well, did you guys know she was pregnant? I had no clue she was pregnant.
Why would I know
walks
she was
in,
pregnant?
She's pregnant. Since those so-called scandals, I've had more requests for my poems than ever in my career. In
Really?
fact, I'm having 2 readings at businesses in Sweet Swine this week. I'm going to be at Clem's Feed Store and Harriet's Cut and Curl.
Lewis, write that down. I'm gonna go and hear the bee poem. Again, yeah, thank you. Okay.
Harriet's, right? Harriet's?
Yeah, Harriet's, over at Harriet's. So anyway, but you know, the whole central aspect of my poetry is inspired by Prairie Ann. And of course, in my second book, More Poems I Wrote, I have the Prairie Ann poem. You want to hear the Ode to Prairie Ann?
I bet you
should
do.
read the
I bet you do, because
I
I know
do.
you're a
She loves
romantic at heart.
romantic.
You know,
I
just
do.
a
I know.
romantic
I'm
at
a
heart.
romantic.
You haven't got to memorize. You got to.
This, well, you know.
Okay. All right.
book.
Sorry.
Okay. Okay. Ode to Prairie Ann, it's called, okay? Oh, Prairie Ann, your giddy-up got me from the get-go, branding our hearts for the ages. Perhaps we should be put in cages, as together we,
a little bit.
like the corn, grow and grow and grow.
Wow. I mean, wow.
Thank you, thank you.
Settle
thank
down,
you.
people. Settle.
Yeah,
Please
people
settle.
love that poem too.
Ronnie.
And I love it because it's for Prairie Ann.
Have you ever considered maybe writing poems for other ladies out there?
Well, I'm
Talk show hosts,
I'm
ladies?
pretty busy with a lot of stuff, and Prairie Ann has always had my heart, so I kind of have to reserve it. In fact, I just sent her signed copies, 50 of each of the books,
Oh, wow.
poems I wrote and more poems I wrote, and I sent her 50. I think she's gonna love getting
You
those.
sent one person 50 copies?
I sure did. I sure did. It was just about the whole first printing,
Wow.
but she
That's,
deserves it. She's Prairie Ann.
And you really can't maybe write something, for Cassidy? Maybe?
Well, we can talk about it when I get done with some of my other ventures. I'm a busy man with my
I heard.
with my shows and my various inventions, and I'm really, for Sweet Swine County, I'm the Renaissance man.
I've heard. I've heard.
Oh,
Yeah.
speaking of inventions,
Yeah.
didn't you come up with that something on a hot dish on a stick?
Yeah.
That was you.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah, okay. my.
What exactly was maybe the failure rate on that?
Well,
hot
failure
dish?
is another strong word. You're using a lot of strong
Yeah,
words
people with
here.
the
It was
stuff
pretty
all over
popular
their
in there. They loved
mouth
it in
and
Paris.
all over their
But anyway,
hands.
I really can't say. My legal counsel says I have to stay hush hush on this one,
I
okay?
see. Well, this is a talk show, and
Okay.
Sometimes the issues.
Oh, I
are-
suppose Sweet Swine needs to know.
Sometimes
They
the
do.
issues are hard. We appreciate your candor.
Well,
yes.
okay, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you letting me come here and air some of this.
Yes, and thank you for coming. It was wonderful to have such a great guest.
It's a pleasure, and it's been great to be
is,
here.
it is.
I mean, where else could I mark it? Poems I wrote and more poems I
That's
wrote.
right.
Here,
That's it.
I signed one for each of you.
What?
So there
Oh,
you go.
thank you.
And there you go.
Thank
This has
you.
the romantic poem in it, so
just
you
for
love
you,
that.
just for you.
But
Yeah.
also, I
Everything.
want yours, Sergio. Thanks.
Folks, I'm sorry, but I think we're out of time.
Already?
I think we're out of time,
that
and
went
it's,
so
it's time to
fast.
move on. But
Well, it was fun. It was interesting.
It was
and
fun.
I really want to
Yeah.
thank Ronnie for joining us
Oh,
today.
no problem.
You are an
Whenever,
excellent,
you know,
excellent
I
guest.
love getting gussied up and coming here.
And you
Yeah,
fielded
great.
a lot of tough questions, and you
did.
handled them very,
Really
very
good.
well.
Well,
And
thank you.
We
Yes,
appreciate
well,
your honesty.
Those of us in the public spotlight
Yeah.
have to answer the tough questions,
true.
you know.
Cassidy, would you like to take us home?
I sure would. Thank you for joining us for the Cocklebur Morning Show, where we weed out the big stories throughout Sweet Wisconsin County and beyond. Bye-bye.